X. So I don't know. It looks like we're about to kick it off. So.
Yeah, we're getting started here in Series Station. They're both getting things going for us. You know, KrunchyLex still right now with the edge PB wise, but definitely, you know, they're still close enough in PB that this is anybody's race. And like you said, Kaiser are going to be trying to play spoilerinos here. You know, Crunchy winning this means Crunchy gets top 16. Kaiser can stop that if he has a solid race.
There are caveats that Crunchy's average would need to be low enough, but he would be in contention for a spot in that top 16. It's not a given, but it's pretty probable. But like you were saying, either of these runners could win because with times over 1 hour, there's still substantial variance in the individual race performance of either runner, let alone if, you know, disaster should strike or something. We're hoping for 2 clean runs. But this is anyone's race, really, as we see they have gotten through the Ridley fight and are already on the escape, and they're screen for screen.
Yeah, actually, after this thing, Kaiser with a tiny lead in Series Station, the most important part of your run, you got to reset at all the time. At least that's what I end up doing. I reset at Series a lot because I'm very, very picky.
Yeah, so what's your Series reset threshold right now? I'm just curious.
Anything below 42, I reset.
That's where I am too, although I'm salty about 42s as well.
Oh no, I'm mad about 42s. 44 or 45 are what I'm aiming for each time.
Yeah, and both runners made it out. I didn't catch the times. It only flashes up at the very end as you hit the elevator just a little bit. And
I think Kaiser had like a 41. Crunchy something similar. They're about a second apart right now, so it's, you know, 40 and 40 for Crunchy, 41 for Kaiser, something in.
Yeah, and so clearly that's an insurmountable lead. You know, there's no coming back from that. 1 second is
1 second. It's what do you like? Honestly, if Crunchy reset right now and redid that series, they would win. You know, they'd get more than that second back somehow.
I don't understand, but I believe.
No, listen, that's how time works. Listen, you just gotta trust me on this, all right? It's legit. It's the real stuff. So you see Kaiser going down the parlor.
And KrunchyLex micro moonfall there.
Yeah, did you see that? Yeah, I was about to point out.
And Dark Kaiser, none of that nonsense. But we'll
Crunchy
see.
getting this moonfall.
Yeah, that's a macro moonfall for sure. That one is going the whole way down.
Yeah, that saves 5 seconds over Kaiser, who doesn't have moonfall.
Yeah, still Kaiser first to the elevator though, maintaining a 1 second lead.
Yeah, something in that range. Looking like a 3:16 morph ball time for him. Yeah, 3:17. Just kind of oopsie doops on the little platforms there, and they're basically synced.
Yeah, I don't know whose audio we have right now.
I can check. Currently, we're using Crunchy's audio.
Yeah, we're just so screen for screen. It was that fanfare was for either of them. Oh, they both get a little juked by that missile. That's a tricky one. I've stopped going for the turn grab on that because like I just find myself turning around and running away from it more often than I really should.
Yeah, it's one of those things, if you spin jump into it, it expands your horizontal hitbox, so you're able to grab it a couple frames earlier, but it's one of those things that you're trying to go so fast that you end up sometimes turning like a little too early, and then you don't touch it, you start running away, you're like, wait, no, I didn't grab it, and then you end up losing more time than you would have saved.
Exactly, so now I'm just committed to like arm pumping into it face first, and then accepting that I'm not going to get like an optimal exit, but speaking of optimal, both these runners crush in reverse pits and are into the climb. We're rooting for good climbs for both.
Looks like a behemoth climb for KrunchyLex, and Dark Kaiser going with just a pretty straightforward wall jump one, just taking their time, making sure they get those wall jumps, falling down a little bit. Crunchy having a really nice climb.
I feel like the climb KrunchyLex just put up, where he made it past that last sniper pirate there, is probably better than my gold climb. Like, that was a great climb from KrunchyLex. That was probably a mid 13-second climb. That was really, really sexy.
Yeah, definitely something in that range. And unfortunately, Crunchy getting hit by one of the little beans from the those diver guys. I don't know enemy names, so I'm just gonna be making them up on. But yeah, I definitely feel like for as it can be intimidating to learn Behemoth Climb, but I actually think overall it ends up just being something. If you put enough practice into it, you'll find that you're on average will be increasing your climb times overall, because one missed wall jump on the wall jump climb and all of a sudden you're scrambling.
Exactly. And KrunchyLex getting some pretty bad BT drops here, so if Dark Kaiser gets better RNG from these BT orbs, might be able to make some of this time up. And I'm not sure if that second missile there counted.
I don't think it did. Yeah,
frames.
Yeah, if you shoot too fast, BT's getting hit and can't be hit again with the missile. So you gotta make sure you kind of pace your shots out. And here you see Dark Kaiser getting them to jump back. Let's see what the drops are looking like. Looking like a lot of health, but still 5 missiles. So
yeah. Now that really nice climb from Crunchy did put him ahead early, but that was a nice BT from Kaiser, and so if Crunchy keeps having trouble with this Alcatraz, Kaiser might be able to overtake him here. This is a trick, a tough trick, but Crunchy gets it there.
Yeah, third try, but definitely if Kaiser can land Alcatraz quickly, that's a lot of time that they can make up. Or do they even go for Alcatraz? Oh, looks like they're trying right here.
Yeah. We got a little debated there, but nice clean.
Okay, but second
Alcatraz.
try, yeah, it was definitely gained time on Crunchy there for sure.
Yeah, so Kaiser gonna claw his way back into this. We'll see what sort of elevator times the runners get. Looks like Crunchy's probably gonna have a low 7.0x, and Dark Kaiser maybe like a high 7.1x for the Brinstar elevator. We'll see.
Yeah, it depends on the jumps through this area. You want to jump over these guys and then not hit the little mushrooms. But yeah, a low 7.1x for Crunchy.
I feel like I just forgot a room in there or something. But yeah, like that was a 7.10, 7.11 for Crunchy, and Kaiser coming in about 15 seconds behind, 7.25.
Yeah, that's not much at all. That's definitely something you can just gain with some crisp movement. Definitely also Kraid is going to be a big point of a time save.
Yeah, I mean, that's Fantoon patterns right there. I mean, it's...
Yeah, that's fast versus slow. Yeah, exactly.
That lead matters at Mother Brain too, but it doesn't matter yet.
And Kaiser, both of them making the mock ball first try to get these early supers. And Kaiser, with a little bit of cleaner movement, probably gained a little bit of time on Crunchy, but Crunchy still with a comfortable lead.
Yeah, holding on to it. And so that early supers mock ball, there was a little bit of discussion earlier. Is that the most important trick in any percent?
It's that and learning how to Shine Spark horizontally. Those are the two most important tricks in my opinion. And it's because Shine Spark can be so odd for people. But the mock ball is the most important trick. That mock ball specifically, and it's one that is convenient in that you can hold a dash and jump the entire time. It's not like a short jump mock ball or anything like that.
Yeah, that's definitely the first one that most players learn because it is the required mock ball for the run. I was thinking Zeb Skip might also be a comparable time save just because of the fanfare plus the refill that you're able to get around, but it's so close. But mock ball is just such a major trick. Another nice mock ball from KrunchyLex here in Green Hill Zone. Makes it through pretty clean.
Getting hit by that cack attack, taking some damage, but getting through New Bridge.
Yeah, nice
clean room.
Exit
clean
there.
Room. Yeah, exactly. Almost getting the down back. Missed the second shots, but landed. But there's definitely some nice knowledge of Crunchy how to do that room optimal. Yeah, a nice D boost on top of that.
Heck yeah, Crunchy. That was a nice scree boost. We'll see what sort of crate entry Crunchy decides to run here. He's showing off the strats. We might see a blockbuster crate entry, but I think we'll probably not.
With 4 supers, I would not blockbuster.
Yeah.
I would never blockbuster with 4 supers. Blockbuster is already something that it has not been shown off that often in this tournament in general, just because like people don't want to Kojak a super and then suddenly be in a sticky situation. But with 4 supers, it's an even more scary situation to be in.
And farming the Zila is making sure that he's good on missiles here into the Kraid lair area, into the party zone.
And Dark Kaiser going for the Kraid entry as well. Still on the heels of Crunchy.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, Mini Kraid playing nice. And Crunchy's HP is fine in here, using that spike D-boost to get over to the Ghidorah a little faster. As Dark Kaiser's making his way through Party Zone, and
yeah, but first of all, I want to point out that he went through Party Zone and crashed that party because he killed every key hunter in there, man.
it was not a lot of fun once Dark Kaiser showed up.
Dark Kaiser's the fun police over here, and getting the frame. KrunchyLex getting the Kraid quick kill. Dark Kaiser farming for some HP. Definitely wants to feel a little bit comfier just in case they miss the Kraid quick kill. Don't want to die to Kraid. But we'll see a Kraid quick kill attempt from Dark Kaiser for sure.
Yeah, that was a nice charge strategy quick kill there from Crunchy. I expect we'll see the same here out of Dark Kaiser, or at least an attempt at the same. Hopefully he's able to get it and keep on pace. Oh no, he's going for chargeless and nails it!
Chargeless and nails it. That's super sick. That is not easy to do.
Yeah, that is like the GT Classic special right there.
That's wild to me that Dark Kaiser is running a 109 and doing one of the hardest Kraid quick kill setups. That's not easy to do, that specific setup. Generally, like the double missile one is actually kind of easier once you just have the right positioning, which there's a really easy way to get it now. And we picking up the Craig E-Tank in the janitor's closet of Kraid's warehouse. That is the official name.
You're going with janitor's closet?
That's the janitor's closet.
Okay.
We've changed it officially to the janitor's closet. It's Craig, son of Kraid's E-Tank, in the janitor closet of Kraid's warehouse. All right, this is canon, and I will fight anyone who disagrees.
All right, here I was gonna offer up shout-outs to Frog Pocket and earlier today 5-1 runner Cross Product and his preferred nomenclature, but I'm not gonna fight you over it. That's for sure.
Man, yeah, I mean, Cross Product wants to fight me. I'm also 5-1 dog. All right, you see me in this janitor's closet, and we'll square up.
I'm glad your mic cut out right about there.
I said.
5-1 ain't no joke, apparently.
Yeah, 5-1 is the rough club. We all throwing hands in the 5-1 club over here.
I might just have to like tank my next race and get knocked out in the 4-2 friendly bracket here. But Dark Kaiser going for early ice. Having a little bit of trouble with this mock ball, but this is going to modify. And he brought the gate down. He scrolled just a little too far. He's going to have to reset the room, but is going to have some different strats available to him as a function of going for this early ice beam that Crunchy is not going for.
Yeah, early ice is usually picked up in general if you feel like the red tower strat is something that you might be losing a lot of time on overall. It's definitely faster to pick up ice and then just freeze the rippers.
Yeah, although we will have to be mindful that the time that Kaiser is putting into early ice right now, he won't have to put into ice later post Meridia when we'll see Crunchy go get ice. So that could, that 10 or so seconds could be really relevant coming up. But yeah, mostly for Red Tower. Also, sometimes for Bot Wound, just being able to use charge shots. But without having gotten Spazer for Kaiser, I'm pretty sure this is a Red Tower choice. And and Crunchy is on his way to Speed Booster, looking at a low 15-minute Speed Booster time. That's a nice time for KrunchyLex. We see the timers are green, so pace
definitely
is
on
looking
PB
good.
pace for sure.
Oh, and Kaiser having a little bit of trouble with this Sova here, but getting a nice super drop. That's a nice drop.
Yeah, definitely really convenient for this Upper North Air item collection section to have extra supers. There's several green doors that you have to shoot.
Yeah, and a lot of runners will just also want to be able to do the red doors with supers as well. We'll see what sort of missile Crunchy deploys on this red door coming up. Yep, super indeed. Into double chamber, which a lot of runners don't like double chamber, and I count myself among their ranks. This room kind of sucks.
Just gotta make sure you never turn around. Always look forward.
That's a bad strategy in Super Metroid in general, but good in double chamber.
Yeah, double chamber. The whole thing is you want to avoid the turnaround animation of Samus. Those platforms count as enemies. And so if you turn around as you're about to land on them, those frames are uninterruptible by enemies. And so since they count as enemies, Samus will just clip right through them. And you just find yourself on the bottom. You have to adjust.
Yeah, but we got a nice double chamber there from Crunchy as Kaiser's making his way into Rising Tides. We'll see if he's able to make it through cleanly. Crunchy did get a little hung up in the lava. Kaiser making a little further before the lava catches him, but then playing in the soup a bit before he enters Bubble Mountain. We'll see. Kaiser does have access to Ice Beam here for Bubble Mountain as well, but not going to use it. Doesn't need it. Gets through first try cleanly. Nicely done.
Yeah, clean stuff from Kaiser.
Yeah, we see kind of why people like and hate the Ice Beam. It makes everything take 2 shots, so while you can freeze the enemies and make platforms out of them, also if you need them to get out of your way, sometimes it takes a little bit extra time to get rid of them.
Crunchy got a nice super drop in the business center. 274 HP. It's kind of not where you want to be, especially with a 3 tank. We're definitely not going to see an Alpha Spark unless Crunchy's feeling particularly frisky with their HP, but I would not do it in that situation.
Yeah, I might run it, but I do not begrudge anyone skipping an Alpha Spark here because well, he's setting up for it. So
he'd set it up. Yeah, okay, it's not happening. I only do, so I run 3 tank, and I only do Alpha Spark if I'm at full HP. So it's like, if I'm not at 299, I refuse to Alpha Spark 300 or no, 200 or 300. I don't know how math works, dude, just whatever, so soon.
Pretty sure you'd have 299 HP, because I don't think you get the crate tank.
No, I skip Janitor Closet.
All right, let's see this red tower here from Crunchy.
All right, missing the shot, but gonna have to adjust.
Oh. So this is some of that time that Kaiser may save, possibly a cleaner red tower coming up with the Ice Beam that he spent some time going.
Really nice deboost there though from Crunchy through Heckway, as well, the most safe way to call it. People call it Hellway. I think Hell is okay to say, but Heckway also if you ain't feeling like finding yourself damned for all eternity.
Yeah, I mean, no. So some of the room names are a little questionable.
Some of them.
Some of them.
So Crunchy picking up the Alpha Power Bombs there. We're going to drop a Power Bomb right here to open this door because we're going to be coming back later. And they're going to get a Super Missile from this one Kek attack and a 20 drop from this second one.
Yes, this is going to get him 246 HP right here. I don't think we'll see him go for Ocean Fly with that. He might kind of break it up into 2 sparks, which a lot of people prefer to do anyway.
Yeah, Ocean Fly is something around the range of 170 HP. It's also not an easy trick to land. I also expect maybe Crunchy to do the health conservation strat
Ooh.
over in the second section. Getting a lot of health, that's okay for the spikes, but it's not exactly what you want to see, especially if you're going to go for a double X Factor on a Phantoon. We've at least got the one, so if they're going for the X Factor strat, they have one X Factor in the chamber, but they don't have a second one, so they're going to have to Doppler it.
Yeah, it's gonna not be a double X Factor Phantoon. I don't know what sort of strat Crunchy tends to run, but nice sparks across Ocean and Moat from Crunchy, getting across 130 HP. That should be good into the Phantoon fight. I know Crunchy's a big fan of busting, so he's gonna try and bust Phantoon.
Absolutely. Well, I guess wants to get rid of this ghost problem for sure.
He ain't afraid of no ghosts, that's for sure.
Yeah,
and he is going to farm.
I was gonna say even if he might want to farm, even if he's like 130 is kind of like a healthy range, but for some runners, just like Phantoon can get out of control pretty quick, and even just having extra health might just feel like the best possible thing. Going for the speedball there to get there, definitely a good attempt, but unfortunately, just went a little bit too far on the jump.
Yeah, the extra health for Phantoon also is going to help him out with things like Attic and things downstream of Phantoon, because sometimes Phantoon's a real jerk about dropping HP. And Kaiser also being really mindful of that, doing some extra farming here in the Hellway, getting filled up on HP.
Yeah, getting filled up in HP. It's looking like a starting off with a right slow for Crunchy.
Yeah, right slow, not too bad.
Not too bad, and getting the X Factor. Actually, this is perfect setup now for the rest of the fight. They actually don't have to hit any Dopplers because they got the two missiles, and an X Factor. Right mid. Ooh, right slow. That's...
Yeah, running a the Poplar strat, but unfortunately hitting 3.
Yeah, accidentally hit
into Phantoon early.
3, yeah. It's one super away from killing Phantoon here.
Oh, the old slow did not get the rare left mid.
And then missing their chance. There it is. All right, cleaning
nice
it up.
Fight. So, gonna look for some power bomb drops from Phantoon here. Once a good combination of ammo and big health drops, we'll see what Phantoon gives.
Not enough health. Definitely good on ammo.
Yeah, the 4 power bombs is nice. Picking up 2 more supers, also pretty good. Gonna have 9 here after getting the super pack coming up, but we might see him farm some of the atomics. Might want a little bit more health for Attic, or may just choose to go for a slower Attic than a Spark Attic.
Yeah, they have enough ammo that they might just go for like a Blitzkrieg Attic or something like that, where they just unload.
And Dark Kaiser with a nice Moat Spark, unfortunately a little low, gonna have some bonus missiles. Might come in handy later.
Could be on purpose. Some people do pick up extra missiles just in case.
Yeah, and Crunchy was going for some Spark deboost. Unfortunately, didn't get it, so health is going to be pretty Monka-S here coming up.
And Dark Kaiser messing up the Ocean Spark there. Going to have to do another short charge. Looks like they charged in the room over, so they'll have to walk back into the room and then do the short charge.
Yeah, bonus door transitions here for Dark Kaiser, unfortunately. Now, you can do that from the other room with just a one tap. And oh wow, nice Attic Spark there from Crunchy, picking up a little bit more HP, and Kaiser does get the Ocean Spark. So,
yeah, 180 HP, so that's definitely very comfortable HP for them. That's a little mock ball from Crunchy. Looks real clean. Yeah, I was gonna say that bomb is too far to the left to actually prop you up, so they're gonna have to drop another bomb.
A nice big health from the Zeb there, and is going to choose to farm the Puddles room here. Gets a big health drop there, picking up a little bit. This is some good drops, but unfortunately a bunch of small health too. But has 4 hits to give here in bowling, so he should be more than plenty HP here.
Yeah, usually it takes 3 hits. You can get it down to 2 with some running into full speed and getting a nice jump. Or you can go for a bowling spark, which involves a 2-tap between 2 doors.
Yeah, and while we're waiting on Crunchy's bowling, we get a fast open for Fantoon for Kaiser. We'll see what sort of patterns Fantoon gives. Round 1 fast,
Looking
probably
like
a
a
round too
round
slow.
too slow. Yep, exactly.
Yep, missing that left mid. That left mid's a 1 in 256 pattern, so it doesn't come up much. And so when it does come up, sometimes it catches people off guard. Looking like we got a right mid for round 3. Let's see it. There it is.
There it is. Yeah, right fast is also one of those super rare ones that doesn't come up very often, but will definitely throw you.
Honestly, I don't remember the last time I got a right fast.
I've seen other runners get it right fast. I've never personally gotten it. I just know it's possible. Like it's not one of those things that's just like, yeah, this is just like a weird glitch with the game where it's not possible. Like, no, it's just the probability is very low.
Yeah, Kaiser is out of missiles, is going to Super Fantoon and Pseudo Screw.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crunchy with the yeah, definitely.
Don't jump at those crabs.
Yeah, don't get frisky. Beeps will tell you for sure. Beeps died to one of those crabs in their race versus Theta earlier. So those crabs are no joke.
Oh dang! I did not see the Beeps race. Spoilerinos, but
you could see
that is rough.
Yeah. And Kaiser finishing off Fantoon with that second super. Already with 110 HP, so if they get a nice mix of ammo and health, they should be okay for Attic. Definitely want some supers from this Fantoon drop section. Crunchy taking some damage here in hallway.
Yeah, so Crunchy chose to not farm the second cack attack there in Upper Red Tower. A little surprised by that.
He might just be getting the slotters refill.
That would definitely be a strong call here. That would pick up 350 health for him.
Yeah, already selecting super missiles. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And already picking up the super missiles. Gonna get the refill. Smart play from KrunchyLex.
Yep, there it is, the old Sloaters refill. Shoutouts to Sloaters, who did not grace us with his presence in this tournament because he was not allowed to.
Yeah, I don't think he's eligible for that.
Only for players with PBs at the start of the tournament that were above 50 minutes. Sloaters did not fall into that crowd. He was not invited. But we still love Sloaters. He's a good dude.
Crunchy now just entering Meridia as Kaiser makes their way up to Attic. Gonna see some cool wall jumps here in Meridia. I like the Meridia section a lot, personally. I don't like the bosses in Meridia. I like just the platforming and stuff otherwise.
Meridia is really easy to lose a boatload of time in like a death by 1,000 cuts sort of way. There's like some really big stuff like the boss fights, but there's also a bunch of like really small tech. And KrunchyLex so far having a pretty nice Meridia, and Dark Kaiser just kind of brute forcing his way through the attic with that ice beam. Getting a little bit of extra damage, so that's helping him out here.
Yeah, and picking up the drops too, so they're getting extra health. They're low on supers though. Just gonna make Batoon a little iffy. Probably gonna farm either the little bugs for a little bit, or hope that the pancake room drops a lot of supers.
Yeah, we might see maybe crab supers or aqueduct supers for Kaiser if his count's still low when he gets over that way. Depends how much he wants him for Batoon. He does have the ooh, I don't think 4 particles of that hit, so
it looks
I
like
think he got 1.
Looks like 2 hit. I think 2 hit, but I could be super wrong.
I didn't get a good count, but Crunchy having a better Batoon fight than I had in my run earlier. My Batoon went off the rails hard. And so anytime you get through that room, it's good.
Yeah, it was fairly quick. They're definitely going to have to farm for at least 1 super, because you need at least 2. Actually, you technically only need 1, but you kind of want 2. So we might see the anti-sloaters refill, is that what it's called? With the anti-sloaters farm with this. It's so hard to keep track of names, man.
Yeah, I don't know, but that was a really nice farm there. Getting 2 supers from the first 5 bugs, that's an uncommonly good drop there for Crunchy, but he is going to stick around and fill his health up just to make sure that he's safe to A, go for Halfy, which he nails.
Nails the Halfy right here. And going to be saving some time there here in Coliseum? Ooh, is that the name? I don't know.
Yeah, it's Coliseum.
I did it!
It got sand.
Oh, is that really why it's called Coliseum?
That's what they tell me.
That's a stupid
And
reason.
looks like maybe a pre-Dragon save here coming.
Yeah, that's smart. We've seen a lot of runners die to Dragon in the tournament. Crunchy's got a really comfortable lead. The last thing Crunchy wants to do is die to Dragon and throw that lead away.
Yeah, at this point, Crunchy's got a good lead, like you're saying, and so can afford a death to Dragon, but could not afford a death to Dragon without a save. So a nice safety call here for Crunchy. As Dark Kaiser's making his way back down through Red Tower, did not choose to open up a lot of the doors on his way up, as most players do so, using some power bombs on the way down, but had full power bombs, so still is good on ammo for the Meridia section.
And is farming through Hellway right now. So getting HP, getting caught by the plant, but the plant doesn't really do much damage at this point, so it actually is an easier way to farm, even. And it looks like Dragon went to a goop pattern, and I don't think the opening spark hit all the way. Dragon looking still pretty healthy in terms of the belly color. We're seeing another short charge here. Getting some hits there, but hitting the goop, unfortunately, causes Dragon to fly away.
Yeah, these sparks have been a little off so far for Crunchy, and he's starting to get himself into a bad situation, ammo and health-wise. So you're rooting for him to close this one out.
That was definitely a better height, and definitely got a little bit more damage there. That you got to worry about staying alive though. Oh, you definitely cannot be sparking after this point. 105, you already were playing with fire, sparking at 130, but at this point you gotta put sparks off the table.
Yeah, it looks like Goop Farm is on the menu.
Thankfully, far enough to the right that the goop didn't trigger Dragon to grab Samus.
Yeah, but this is a window for Kaiser to have a good Dragon fight and to reopen the door on this race. Crunchy was trying to close out, and it's looking like this Dragon is gone sideways. Yeah, just playing it safe, farming up a little. But
gotta keep jumping. Yeah, all right. Avoided the damage from getting grabbed. That would have been definitely very scary. Here's another goop phase, goop farm in effect. 9 missiles. This could be enough to finish off Dragon. Getting grabbed. Oh, this is scary. You gotta mash. Your life does depend on it. Very nice mashing.
Wow, Crunchy. I don't think I've seen. I've never gotten 60 directional inputs in that fast. That was a heck of a mash there from Crunchy.
Yeah, that was very, very quick. 45 HP. Definitely getting closer and closer. Gotta be wondering when's Dragon gonna be dying, and Dragon being really kind with the goops, not doing too many swoops. And there is Dragon finally going.
All right, Crunchy has made it through, and Dark Kaiser, as I kind of expected, did go and get those Aqueduct ammo packs, so has 14 supers coming into Batwoon. $34 grab on that space jump. This is still, I mean, we saw the timer went red there, but still definitely on the table to get that sub-hour here for Crunchy, so...
Yeah, gonna have to play a little bit tight in some of the following sections, but definitely still for sure on the table. Batwoon for Dark Kaiser. Dark Kaiser doesn't go for any fancy X Factor stuff, saying, I'm just gonna shoot you with as many missiles and super missiles as I got. Trying to clean it up. On the right side, you're not safe on the right side, I think? Yeah, the left side is the safe.
Yeah, unfortunately, Batwoon, given Kaiser that rare top snack pattern, the unfortunately bad pattern that's hard to manage in the first round, and so he does a good job of cleaning it up, but it does take all of his ammo, so we'll see if he chooses to farm on his way into Dragon. Don't turn in that sand pit.
Yeah, oh, almost. They turned a little bit. They caught in the tail end of that turn animation. They started KOing through the sand. Yeah, we usually say don't turn into that sand pit is because, like I said earlier, Samus's turn animation is uninterruptible, and that includes quicksand, so you'll fall right through, and there's a door transition right under there. Oh, Crunchy going for Plasma Spark, but unfortunately Plasma Sparking away from where you need to go. Trying to restart and try and get another chance at the Plasma Spark maybe, but losing a little bit of time.
Does what we just saw there still count as beating the fish? I'm gonna say he beat the fish, though.
Yeah, he did beat the fish.
That fish was closing in on him, so he beat the fish. A key part of Plasma Spark.
Yeah, it's actually... beating the fish ends up being pretty easy once you learn the first parts of it, but Plasma Spark is still very, very difficult and requires very, very good lead grabs. And understanding like the exact way that those ledges work, because they don't look like they seem, like they're way fatter than they look. It's really dumb.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that make Plasma Spark difficult, and so...
By the way, it only saves 2 seconds. It only saves 2 seconds.
The Plasma Spark bounty. Not surprised.
Someone almost technically did by carrying Blue Suit all the way to Plasma Spark room, but they bonked the Plasma Spark.
Oh no! I think I saw that too. I forget. I think it
was Aeritheta, if I recall correctly. Does not save. It doesn't save 1 second. It saves 2 seconds. Fastest room time I could get without plasma was 9 seconds. With plasma, it was 7 seconds. Tell me you're getting an 8-second room time without Plasma Spark, dog. Show me the tape. And Crunchy having a nice escape in this sandpit room, holding that charge shot, letting it go.
So we'll see what Dark Kaiser's able to do for Dragon here. This is a chance to save some time. Getting the opener spark, and nice to the face.
Yeah, I think they got the double hit there. There's two hitboxes that overlap on Dragon. It's right around the neck area, and I believe Dark Kaiser did hit that area.
Yeah, the head and like upper torso rectangle hitboxes that Dragon has for who knows what reason these hitboxes are that way, but it's like 4 different rectangles. And those top 2 overlap.
Yeah, it's just to create, like, the boxes create the silhouette of the thing, and sometimes they overlap, and they didn't really expect, like if you hold, like, short charging, I'm sure, I think is an oversight, so you don't normally have the ability to get spark in this room without being able to short charge. But this has actually been a pretty good Dragon for Kaiser so far. Like, it's not the optimal, but definitely some good sparks. And still has 12 missiles left, and Dragon's swooping like crazy. Still going. Yeah, there it goes. Finally a goop phase.
Hey, Dragon is holding on.
Yeah,
but
Dragon,
has to be almost dead.
He has to be almost dead, but Dragon, yeah, apparently got a lot of just body armor right now. The charge shot attempt to kill. Looks like Kaiser's gonna try and still get the short charge. Maybe you do have enough health for it. Here's a goop. Oh, accidentally shine sparking up.
And another goop. Yeah, unfortunate. Let's see.
Crunchy hitting that. Oh, there's a blue suit catching the tail of the shrimp.
The very bottom of the bottom hitbox of Dragon still takes damage. That's a nice blue suit there for Kaiser. Cannot hold dash.
Yeah, if you hit dash, the blue suit goes away. They have the permanent speed echoes on right now, but they can store shine spark at any time by hitting down. So we're gonna see a reverse halfy here from Dark Kaiser, assuming they remember they can't hit dash.
Yeah, we'll see how Dark Kaiser wants to use that blue suit. Most players will use it on that reverse halfie, and his health is not great, but fine.
Oh, he
Oh, and
hit
looks like
that.
dash
Yeah.
was pressed.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that by accident. It's just habit. And KrunchyLex now entering Lower Norfair, having picked up the Ice Beam, and they're going to be making their way towards Ridley. Lower Norfair, definitely a place where you at the very least want to, if you're not doing super optimal stuff, you want to be playing safe. Because enemies here really...
Yeah, and with 4 power bombs into this part, Crunchy is in good shape to have 5 and just main power bombs here on the pillars, as opposed to going for fast pillars, so he will have to be careful about his power bomb usage, but will have enough to make it through without getting power bombs. A shame if he uses them just right.
Yeah, fast pillars is a tight 3-tap, stutter 3-tap, and it is not easy to get. Saves on the use of 2 power bombs, uses up some of your health unless you get the space boost version of it. It's a little bit slower, by about a second, but nice worst room in the game by Crunchy. Killing 2 of the pirates, just freezing 1, and then killing that last one. Really, really good stuff. Don't have to worry about turning into a morph ball and flying over it. Just kill it.
Yeah, Namahe Flame being a little bit of a jerk there, but making it through with pretty good health. So this will be a good situation into some more pretty rough rooms, Wasteland and the Metal Pirates rooms. So hopefully Crunchy continues having this good Lower Norfair.
Looks like you're gonna opt to kill the key hunters here. Takes 6 plasma shots or 2 charge shots, and then just phasing through. Gonna save at Ridley. Just some more safety saves from Crunchy. Crunchy definitely just wants to keep this lead and keep it intact. Meanwhile, Kaiser going to get their plasma beam right now.
Yeah, this is another solid safety save from Crunchy. Does have a lead in this race. Does also need to be sure to finish fast enough to make it into the top 16 if he wants to win and get in. But
definitely
he's
on
pace
for that. Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
to do that for sure.
And nice optimal power bomb placement, blowing away just half of the statue, opening up 1 tile down here into this this passageway down to the Metal Pirates room. See how he chooses to approach Metal Pirates. Looks like some charged strats.
1 charge, 3 shots. Pretty consistent strat.
Yeah, this is one of the easier strats that's available once you have full beam, as Crunchy does. Those charge ice wave plasma shots dealing 900 a pop, and then the uncharged ones dealing 300. Perfect to take out the 1800 HP on those Metal Pirates.
Looking like a farm before Ridley, just top themselves off on HP.
Yeah, no reason to risk dying to Ridley here. Ridley can be a real jerk sometimes. And Kaiser, pay attention, is going to go down the elevator here in a couple rooms and is going to be able to skip going to Ice Beam, is going to make up some of that time. And so we'll see Kaiser take a different route down to Lower Norfair than what we saw from Crunchy.
Crunchy fighting Ridley, 20 charge shots required to kill Ridley. We've seen 2 hit. That's 3 right there. And nice manipulation of Ridley there to get this pogo pattern and a nice perfect spot where Samus can't be damaged.
Yeah, now Ridley will change colors and get more aggressive after 11 shots connect, so now he needs 9 more. But these 9 are going to be a little tougher because Ridley's going to be moving a little faster. But making good work.
Great job making
fight.
Great Ridley so far.
Yeah, I think he's got 1 more shot here. Just gonna take it easy, make sure to land it, and 1 for good luck. But Ridley's dead right now, and he knows it.
Ridley's dead. Yeah, and there's the grab. Really nice Ridley from Crunchy. Looks like Kaiser actually still taking. They went through Frog Speedway and then went down this way. I think still a little bit slower.
Yeah, and doesn't need the Nutella refill, so is gonna space jump on through. That could be one reason to go this way. But maybe this is just a personal preference on Kaiser's
Hmm.
part. Just likes this room full of yapping maws and lava and spikes. Showing off that space jump.
Crunchy going for a little D-boost off the orb there. Missing it, unfortunately. But still okay. Really great on health. They picked up the Wrigley E-Tank, and they're going to be making their way out of Lower North.
Yeah, and Kaiser using the pseudo screw to emulate the screw attack so that he can make it safely through that Gravitron room without having to worry about the Namahe flames. Nice knowledge there on Kaiser's part. And we'll see what Crunchy does on Reverse Wasteland. Looks like he's just going to blast his way through. Only has one power bomb right now,
Yeah,
so
it has to
we'll
save
want
it
that
for
for Bubble Mountain.
Yeah, exactly. It has to save it for Upper North or Bubble Mountain area. So regular bomb usage, smart from Crunchy to recognize that.
Yeah. Although, could opt to use it pretty much wherever he wants and then farm either Fire Fleas or, more usefully, the Alcoons up here. The little seahorses that jump out of the ground, they'll drop power bombs for you too if he finds himself in a real pinch. And a nice safe worst room in the game here from Kaiser. Not even screwing around with the frozen pirates, just saying, I want them all dead.
I mean, I empathize with that. I also want them all dead.
And using bombs to blow out the ceiling here, not something we see that much of. I guess just wants that extra power bomb just to be extra safe.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, maybe they just feel more comfortable with it. I wonder what the exact reason is. Maybe it's something to do, like, no, because they morphed instantly and dropped a bomb, so they could definitely morph instantly and drop a power bomb.
Yeah, although could just want to avoid doing the bomb spread at the bottom of Red Key Hunter shaft, or we'll see what he decides to do with that power bomb. Could also just be making sure he doesn't get bad drops from Ridley where he knows he's going to want it for Bubble Mountain.
That's
sure.
That's true. Getting through these Key Hunters, taking one hit, jumping into the other one. It's okay. And yeah, they're just using regular bombs, just completely. I guess they just want to make sure for sure, like, that they don't want to use get power bombs a shame, but they're one power bomb over for that, so they're gonna be okay. And maybe it's like you said, maybe they just want to make sure they have the one for Bubble Mountain.
Nice jump from KrunchyLex, making it the whole way through that save room into Business Center. That's a fairly frame-tight jump. It's tough to get consistent at, and really nicely done, as Crunchy's headed up the elevator at 48:07, which you know what that means, right? Sub-hour pace. Let's see it from KrunchyLex.
And this with 2 safety saves too, like.
Yeah, 2 safety saves and like a really off the rails Dragon. Crunchy.
Yeah, Dragon that definitely he lost a lot of time.
Yeah, Crunchy could put up a monster PB. But this is a chance at sub-hour for Crunchy. I'm going to be rooting for it. Would love to see KrunchyLex close out a race and get that sub-hour in the tournament.
Yeah, it'd be a sub-hour in the last race of Swiss. It would also clinch top 16 if it were to happen. Like it's like the dream scenario.
Oh yeah, which I mean, also rooting for Kaiser to keep it up. Kaiser, I mean, with that fresh 109.28 PB, also reasonably on PB pace here, depending on how this Ridley fight goes. So, going to be rooting for him to have a nice clean Ridley. He's going to hold a charge coming in just to be on the ready.
Oh, Mario reminding us that Crunchy saves the animals just like Beeps, regardless of the pace.
Yeah.
So that's something we're going to have to consider.
Yeah, it's going to be about another 20-some seconds, which Crunchy has an hour and 15-second run, much to my chagrin.
Yeah, that's an
saving
hour,
the animals.
yeah.
So I want to see the sub-hour happen for real. I spent an entire plane ride salty about it. Not really, but there's record of it in the Discord, so I'll corroborate my own claim as Kaiser
like
finishes the Ridley fight.
Yeah, really not able to grab Samus, just cries out and dies, but clean really right from Kaiser. Definitely shooting the door, gonna get that other E-Tank. A lot of health.
Yeah, nice health drops, nice power bomb drops, terrible super missile drops. Yeah, clearly Crunchy was saving for right now to show it off. Knew he could do it. Wanted to show it off in the week 6 race. Aritheta saying that's roughly a low 59 pace. That's consistent with my estimation as well, assuming saving the animals and not getting baby skip. Either of those could substantially shorten times, but this is solid sub-hours what it's looking like to me. So I'm hoping it happens.
As Crunchy enters Torian. And 7 super missiles. Gonna hope for a lot of super missile drops from these Metroids. So we're praying to the drop, the lore of drops here, to make sure we get enough ammo for the phase 1 of Mother.
Yeah, with 20 and 7 into Torian, and ooh, Bob, oh no, getting double grabbed and gonna reset the room.
Reset. Let's wipe the slate clean. Start this over.
I'm gonna take a mulligan on this one, and we are gonna run this back. And a much cleaner Metroid's won worse drops, but making it through pretty nicely.
Oh, and Kojak and one of the supers, but got a lot of supers from that last one, so ended up being still okay. Nice grouping and tons of supers from those.
Yeah, that Metroid's 2 was nice both in execution and in drops. So that's putting him in a good place here into Metroid's 3.
Metroid 3 being mega rude though. Yep, zero things. That last one dropped literally nothing.
Yeah, and the second one was just 1 super. Like, these Metroids, man. But he is gonna roll the dice here, see if he uses missiles.
No supers.
The cojones on KrunchyLex.
An emphatic super missile on those 3 Metroids, saying, "I'm not scared. I'm not scared."
Drop RNG ain't crap. I got this. And he did. He got through with full ammo as Kaiser is in an intense 3 Musketeers battle, but makes it through. And Crunchy is, not going to set up for baby skip. Instead, just is going to try and take as much damage from his hopper to, minimize the drain. And Kaiser is also coming up on an elevator time that is going to look really good. This is going to look like PB pace for Kaiser as well. Could we see a double PB today, Borlax?
That'd be sick, honestly. I would love to see 2 PBs from this race.
Wouldn't that be the greatest way to close out week 6 of this Swiss? Like,
well, it would be a double PB from 2 of the 3 most improved runners who are just continuously improving.
Yeah, and we see in the chat from Rasu, also going to be in the top 16, RIP Mellow, which unfortunately is what it's looking like. KrunchyLex still has almost 25 minutes to finish and get that Mellow bop. The line is set at 119.45. If he comes in under, KrunchyLex would get the bop and make top 16.
And we're gonna see how this Zebetite skip goes for Crunchy here. Saving to rub it in. Wow.
Yeah, he doesn't want to screw around. He wants sub-hour. He wants sub-mellow average. He wants it all right now. But mostly he wants to bust up Mother Brain's glass and not get turret
Absolutely.
sniped.
Looks
I
like
said not get turret sniped.
yeah. Listen, it was a regular missile. It was not a super. The supers are the important ones. They
Turrets, please. Come on.
That wasn't even the turret closest. It was the one behind it, like sneaking in. Like, by the way, don't forget about me. I can shoot over here too. Like, what's going on? You forgot about your boy?
The disrespect was not tolerated by the turrets today, but Crunchy has persevered, and yeah, Kaiser is up the elevator into Criteria, and still on great pace, is going to stop and farm those crabs, and then use that one super, unfortunately, Kojak to get into a wall. We might see a ship refill here from Kaiser. I wouldn't begrudge him that with no supers into Torian.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and we're seeing it. Very good call.
Yeah, this is a great call by Kaiser, as Crunchy has gotten to the Rainbow Beam, gets to sit back in his chair and get himself geared up for a good Mother Brain 3 fight and escape to knock out that sub-hour. Let's see it. It's going to be close. It's going to be a 59-something.
It could be tight.
If that animal saves.
With animal save, it's going to be very, very tight. You got to make sure that the escape is really crisp. This Mother Brain 3 is as lagless as possible.
Yeah, let's get that hype for sub-hour for KrunchyLex in the chat. Everyone will him on.
Dude, what if? But like everyone's get hype. What if he gets like an hour flat because the animals?
I would be so pissed. I would just be like, but why, man? Nah, you got principles, and he's holding to them. He wants to save those animals. But I want to see it happen. I want to see the animals, and I want to see that timer stop before it gets another digit. And Oshino dropping some knowledge. Crunchy has 5 golds this run. That is insane. Insane, as Dark Kaiser also on PB pace here at G4, showing us a 57 G4. Little bit of a dance here.
Yeah, it's just saying, showing off Samus's dance moves here, just like popping off, like heck yeah.
Let's get that double PB, guys. If you guys are listening, I want to see it. And Crunchy going for some pretty advanced Mother Brain 3 strats here, and doing a good job using that jump into angle cancel.
Yeah, started off a little bit rough, but then got into the rhythm, got into the groove, and cleaning it up nicely with very, very nice Mother Brain 3 by Crunch.
Yeah, so add about 2 minutes to this this head drop time, and we are looking real close.
So close. It's so close. Oh, come on, Crunchy.
It's definitely got some room for this PV, but like, I don't know if this is sub-hour or not.
If Crunchy doesn't save the animals, it's sub-hour. But
sure.
It's sub-hour for sure if you don't save the animals. But otherwise, it's actually down to like the second.
It is really, really close.
Nice giant spark. See if they get the spin jump into this room. No, I don't think I saw it.
Not quite. He's gonna have to go around. Oh, and he's going all the way down. This is a bit of a time loss. I'm beginning to write the eulogy to sub-hour here.
No, I still believe. We'll move forward. We saving time. All right.
Okay, we got a second back.
Seffi saying it should be sub-hour. You're not forgetting about the animals. It's getting rough. Oh, it's so sketchy.
It's coming down to a parlor and a climb spark here. Got it charged, got through. This is looking good, but it's real tight. Everyone get ready to pop off from the chat when this is sub-hour.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's gonna be.
It's...
And there it is. There's the morph ball, so we're for sure saving the animals. I don't think it's gonna sub-hour. I think it could still PB though.
It's definitely a PV. I don't think it's sub-hour.
Oh my gosh, Crunchy, please.
Oh, come on. And Dark Kaiser getting grabbed by the baby.
Oh, God, it was so close. You said 14 seconds to get to the ship. It was 1 hour 15 seconds. It's looking like a 10-second PB. Split early there. A 9-second PB. Still gotta shave off 9 seconds to get that sub-hour, but that is a PB guaranteed. And that does guarantee KrunchyLex into the top 16. So
yeah, KrunchyLex gonna get to face our undefeated 1 seed, Cheaty Face.
Cheaty Face, absolutely, and that's
in the first round of the top 16.
It's not the opponent you want to face first round, but it will be, I imagine, for Crunchy a privilege and an honor to go against Chief.
Oh, speak for yourself. That is the opponent I want to face every round. Give me Cheaty Face.
Yeah, and the official SRL time was 1 hour and 7 minutes. An hour and 7 seconds. Sorry, hour flat 7 seconds. Is that Crunchy who has just joined us here?
Could be.
It is. It is Crunchy. GG KrunchyLex.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your win. Congratulations on your PB. And congratulations on knocking Mellow out of the top 16. How do you feel now that Melanax is out of there? Let's just make it all about how it's about that and not about, you know, like camaraderie and community, like building and anything like that. It's just specifically about you knocking Mellow out of top 16.
Like, are we sure we did the math right? Mello's a better player than I am. This works.
Alright, so how it works is that Mellow is not in top 16 and you are, dog. Beep, 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 beep. No, listen. I'm giving Mellow crap because me and Mellow are friends. But honestly, I do... Mellow is great. I want to know like what your thoughts were going into this race. How much you knew about like if winning got you to the top 16, and anything like that. Like, what were your initial just spark thoughts going in?
Okay, well, this morning and early afternoon, I was just like, all right, this is I'm just gonna go in there and I'm gonna play pretty well. I've been practicing off stream. I think I can possibly get the sub-hour on. That'd be kind of cool, you know, good way to finish off my 6 weeks. And then, like, maybe an hour or two ago, I think a couple of hours ago, I see in the Discord, oh wow, he could possibly get top 16 and he goes fast enough. I'm like, dang it, now I have pressure. So I did some more practice, and my practice right before the race was not the best. I wasn't feeling confident, so I said to myself, you know what, this is a tournament first and foremost. I'm gonna take the safety saves. It may get rid of the sub-hour, but you know what, at the end of the day, this is a tournament, not a PB run. You gotta take those safeties. And so that's how I played. And then actually, even though Dragon, can we talk about that Dragon, how terrible it was? Okay, let's put on talking about it. But after that Dragon, I actually kind of relaxed a fair bit, because I was like, okay, there you go, PB's off the table, I can just play chill now. And then I don't know where all that time save came from. I really don't. I lost 1.5 minutes on the Dragon split.
I hear that a lot of that time save came from 5 fat golds that you had. What splits did you gold this run?
There were 6 splits gold.
6? Oh wow.
I had only 8 splits and I golded 6 of them. And I golded the bomb split, the wave beam, gravity suit, Ridley, the golden 5, I call it golden 5, you know the drill. And then the final split, that Turian, despite the fact that I got grabbed early on, I had a really good Mother Brain 1, and I cleaned up my other Metroid rooms, so that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, 6 out of 8 golds, that is insane. Your sum of best is basically your PB run.
Yeah, my sum of best is also nearly 2 minutes faster than this actual run, so go figure.
And it looks like Kaiser now, about to get into phase 3. Kaiser actually also on PB pace. We could get a double PB.
Oh no, yeah.
To close out the Swiss rounds. And baby Metroid about to go down. And let me see how Kaiser handles Mother Brain.
Yeah, Kaiser is solidly on PB pace. Again, running against a 109.28 from right before this race. Previously a 111.17. So, looking to close out his tournament experience with a fat PB here, looking like 107 type pace, high 106 pace. Like, I'm excited. I want to see this happen.
Oh, dang, so do I. Getting 2-minute PB, then setting up to possibly get another one? That's awesome.
All right, and we're into the escape for Kaiser, but how do you feel, KrunchyLex, about having an impending matchup here with Cheaty Face in the top 16 of the tournament?
Oh god, I face off against the top seed, don't I?
You sure do.
Yes, sir.
This happens every single tournament I make into the top 16. I'm always the bottom seed, and then I always get faced off against the top seed. This always happens. Dang.
Well, that's how seeding works.
Yeah, I know, but it just kind of sucks.
I don't know. I've seen that Cheaty Face guy. I don't think he's got much on yet.
I mean, I'll definitely be practicing, but I don't think I can make up what is, I'm fairly certain, is about a 10+ minute deficit in PBs there.
I got faith.
Listen, anything could happen. You know, we've had situations where, you know, most of the people who are, Cheaty's the only one who hasn't had to forfeit a race. That's not necessarily true, but he's 6-0. He's one of the few who hasn't had to forfeit. A lot of people have forfeited a race just based off of deaths and stuff like that. So like anything can happen. Super Metroid is extremely volatile. I do want to interrupt myself for just a moment. Kaiser now heading towards the ship. It's looking like it's going to be sub 107, which will be a 2+ minute PB. Yep, 106.51.
Yes. Oh,
that's
man.
An official SRL time of 107.02, but that timer says otherwise.
Nah, it's a 106. I don't care what SRL says.
Well, yeah, because it was probably just a discrepancy between getting in the ship and then typing .done and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I usually am like on the keyboard ready to .done first, but by the time I like get over and get back to live split and split to actually finish, like there's always a couple seconds between it, and so huge GG to Dark Kaiser as well, getting another PB. We just saw a double PB race. Look at those beautiful blue numbers on those timers.
Yeah, excellent stuff from Kaiser, playing just really well. Congratulations. 2 PBs in one day is phenomenal, especially during a race as well, and the race to close out the Swiss format as well. It's such like a nice like send off to the Swiss section. Kaiser unfortunately will not be moving on to top 16, but it's definitely, we discussed it before we started. Both Crunchy and Dark Kaiser are two out of the 3 most improved runners of the tournament, and it still keeps on showing more and more how much they're both improving. A double PB here at the end.
Yeah, it took 38 minutes and 10 seconds, if my math is right, off this PB in this tournament, making him the 3rd most improved runner still in the Swiss rounds, and that's just absolutely massive. That is a heck of a good way to close out a tournament experience with a fat PB like that. So big GG's, big props to Kaiser. If you have not yet, go follow KrunchyLex and Dark Kaiser. They just put on an awesome show. I want to be sure to give them the shout out they deserve and get people over there, giving them that love.
Okay, I'm back.
But yeah, this is, you know,
I did
the
not
end
win,
of...
but I broke my PB again. That is something I'm very proud of.
I think we are... we're no longer getting the Dark Kaiser audio, but did not win, broke his PB again, which is exactly a good summary. Really nicely.
Yeah, absolutely. Dark Kaiser, I think, going to be joining us as well for an interview. So Dark Kaiser,
Hello.
hitting a back-to-back PBs, a PB right before this and a PB during the race. How do you feel right?
I feel amazing. I may not have won, but you know what? I entered this tournament to try and get sub hour, and coming from when I first started, I would clear the game in about 2.5 hours, and I got that down to an hour and 45, and now I'm down to an hour and 6 minutes, which is amazing.
That's incredible. Incredible improvement. And honestly, that sub hour, you're knocking on that door with each run. You're definitely, I think, gonna get there. You as well, Crunchy. Crunchy, the difference between Crunchy and getting sub hour. Crunchy's got he's got his. He wants to save the animals just like Beeps, looking up to Beeps, I guess, just to save the animals every time. That could have been sub hour, but Crunchy, man of a conviction, staying true and saving the animals.
I could have gotten the sub hour, but at what cost?
At the cost of killing those animals. That's it.
1 pixel.
No.
1 pixel.
Cost
That's it.
runs much deeper.
Obliterate
What?
those
That
animals.
sacrifice.
Just obliterate them.
Yeah.
You got that covered, so I'm fine.
I love animals, really, but
I'm glad we only saw one set of animals today, but we saw 2 really nice runs. But yeah, what Dark Kaiser was highlighting about just starting off and really using this tournament as an excuse to grind down that time, that's what this tournament was all about. And both you guys are just like the epitome of everything that the Super Metroid Prodigy tournament has been about since day one, which has just been getting people who maybe don't spend as much time on any percent or haven't put the reps in to get down and grind. And both you guys just showed out today and put on a great display of all that work. Really, really nicely done.
Thank you, and Kaiser, GG. I heard you got 2 PBs today. That's amazing.
I did. I always try and do a practice run right before a race, just so that way my muscle movement's like kind of on par. Otherwise, it's horrible, I tell you. But yeah, no. Before this, I was sitting at 111, and right before the race, I hit 109, and then just now 106.51. So I'm seeing drastic improvement. I'm trying to change up what I'm doing constantly to try and make the time better. Like before, I would get like 30 missiles. Now I'm getting the 20 missiles. I mean, mind you, I'm still getting 15 supers, but I like that insurance, especially with Ridley and Dre.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. I grabbed 15 supers until I think maybe like a week and a half ago. So
I just finally dropped. I usually have, I think, 6 E-tanks when I complete the game. Now I have 5. So, like you were saying last night in the commentary, you can pretty much grab whatever you want. As long as you know what you're doing and how you can maneuver around the rooms and the strats, you can grab what you want pretty much. I'm starting to realize that.
heck yeah, man.
Yeah, it absolutely comes down to like, cutting out E-tanks and cutting out like extra missile packs and stuff like that. Like it can obviously will save you time in like on paper, but if it comes down to making the rest of your play like uncomfortable and you have to hesitate or farm a lot as a result, that's where it no longer saves time. So if you gotta take a little bit of time, go pick up an extra pack of supers, which it's right there in Aqueduct, so it's not exactly it's not super out of the way. And to help keep the rest of your time, you can still hit sub hour with Aqueduct supers. You can hit sub hour with 6 E-tanks. Like it's just all about how comfortable it makes the rest of your play. And you can start. You can absolutely see in your gameplay, like you're starting to get a lot more comfortable with certain rooms. They're becoming less and less about like I gotta really avoid this damage, and just like I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do and I'm gonna get through it. And that's, I think, why you're seeing so much improvement.
Yeah, you guys both took time to really, farm up and make sure your health was good when you needed it to be good, and both played races that were really cognizant of what you were comfortable doing, but really still pushed the pace. And so that was really cool to see.
Do you guys have any closing thoughts on this race and the tournament overall? before both me and Maniacal do have some cool, potentially cool information. It's not definitive because it requires everyone getting on board, but it would be a reveal of the top 16. But I want to ask you guys if you just have any closing remarks before we move into any of that.
Anything, Lex?
I got something, but you can go first if you got something.
Or you can go first, but I'm still thinking.
All right. I mean, I guess this is the end of 6 weeks of Swiss. It's been a long, wild ride. I came in not sure what to expect, aside from the fact that I was probably going to slap French Lightning John for talking me into it. But in the end, I'm glad he did. It's I met like a whole bunch of folks. The sense of community has been tremendous. So many people just sharing strats. Shout outs to Rasu123 and to Poplars, both of them just doing amazing work, just making short tutorial videos for a lot of great strats. I mean, this tournament was made just to give some of the not so top tier runners a chance to shine, and I mean, I think it definitely did that, but I think it did a whole lot more, and I can't thank Mello and Steffi enough for putting this together.
Yeah, I'd like to say the same thing, actually. Like, with this whole tournament, like, before, I was basically on my own, doing my own thing, watching, like, Oats and Goats and all you guys doing this, and I'm like, I want to do this so bad, and I started doing it, and I went from, I think, 6 hours to 3 hours, and then 3 hours to 2.5, and then after that, I just watched people for the longest time and do it. I seen this tournament, I got a ping for it, and I'm like, you know what, this would be a great chance to see how much I can really improve my Super Metroid game. And the things that I've learned is just phenomenal. Like the strats, the tricks, it's just insane. And it's like props to everyone for finding this out, for all the hard work everyone does to put stuff together.
Yeah, definitely a nice team effort all around. Like Crunchy said, a lot of the participants, being very forthcoming and sharing strats and sharing ways to get certain things consistently, and just nice little quirks about some rooms, about some of the common things that you'll see and how to improve on them. Honestly, it's been super great. This is a super cool way to see nice up and coming runners and already like runners that you may not have known about who were as good as they are. But here they are, getting their skills showcased. So I thought it was super cool.
Yeah, big props, as Crunchy and Kaiser have both said, to Mello and Steffi for the idea as kind of this seed tournament to kind of complement the GSA tournament, which was exclusively sub 50 runners who were invited to join that one, and to create an environment for us to play on in the competitive environment with only sub 50 players at the start, and let us showcase some of our skills and our improvement over the course of 6 weeks. And huge props to Speed Gaming for being a venue with such good exposure to really highlight a lot of runners who don't always get that level of exposure, but really have a lot to share. It's been a really cool ride for 6 weeks, watching everyone improve, and we're headed into brackets, and we're going to see how far 16 of those participants can keep pushing their times. So it's been great, and it's only getting better.
Yeah, and speaking of top 16, those are excellent words to lead into it, because we do have, this is not definitive top 16, because all 16 of these players will have to agree like, yeah, I have the time for this, or no, I don't have the time for this. And in the case of anyone dropping out in the top 16, it would be the following seed, going down from there. But we do have the top 16, and assuming there are no dropouts, like Maniacal said, it would be Cheaty Face versus CrunchyLex. That would be Cheaty Face's, of course, 6-0. CrunchyLex would be barely made it in just now as a 16th seed. Not barely, that's rude, but
no, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm not going to pretend I did anything but sneak in, literally.
You squeaked in, Crunchy.
So assuming no dropouts, it's Cheaty Face versus KrunchyLex, Rasu versus Charles, which to be honest, that race is gonna be bonkers.
Oh dang.
Yeah. So Rasu and Charles, two of the runners who've gotten sub 50 during the course of this tournament. Charles just earlier today, I think it was a 49.48. So
Yeah.
huge congrats to Charles on cracking that sub 50. That was kind of the dream threshold for a lot of us in this tournament. And so big props to both those guys making top 16 and sub 50. That's going to be a lit race. You don't want to miss that one.
Yeah, we also have Inno Rush versus Oso 101. Which will be a great race. Those are two different routes happening in one race, which is always super cool to see when you have new route runners showcasing that new route is something you can race with, and it does take a lot of work, and it's really tough. So that's also gonna. I mean, all these races are gonna be fantastic. Air Theta versus Dirksu, which I don't know if they faced in the bracket stages actually. Not the bracket, Swiss.
That I don't remember. I will say Aussie from the previous match, also one of those runners who cracked that sub 50, and I think he's got like a low or mid 47 or something like that. Like he has taken his time all the way from 56 minutes at the start of the tournament down to 47 range, and I think he said he thinks he can get a 46. So
47.58. 47.58 is their PB, from a 55.41 to a 47.58, which is just insane.
Yeah, that's super sick. And getting word that Air Theta v Dirksu is a rematch. So that's going to be a really cool rematch. And then next,
you introduced that one.
Yeah, I'm going to introduce this one, take this one away from you here. We have some fella here, Daniel RGT, parenthesis Borlax, versus the 12 seed Oshino Shinobu, who I see in the chat with the Cephalgegars. These two dudes are gonna show out. You got any words for Oshino, Borlax?
This is actually a rematch from Swiss. I was able to come out on top in Swiss by a little bit under a minute. It was a pretty close race. I don't expect anything different in terms of the bracket stages, and that includes the win, Oshino. I'm gonna win, but not by much, because you're a really good runner, and I respect the heck out of you, but I'm confident in my play, and I'm super sick. I can lift 10 Pokemon. You can't lift 10 Pokemon. I'm way stronger than you, because I'm Borlax, and it's your boy. But in all fairness, Oshino is an extremely strong and consistent runner, and at the very least, it is a cool rematch to get. It's something that, like, I think we're in roughly the same skill level, so I think it's going to be either way. It's going to be a close race no matter what. So I'm excited that I'll get to showcase it, and it sucks for Oshino to lose to me twice. That's all. Whatever. But yeah, fine. But
Yeah, I've had that. Sometimes you get beat down by the same guy twice in a tournament, and it hurts a little. So I'll be, keeping my fingers crossed for Oshino to put up a good fight. But next up, we got our 6 seed Cross product versus the 11 seed Nevdi. Cross just punched his ticket at 5-1 earlier today with a PB. So I guess watch out, Nevdi. No, but both runners very, very good. That's going to be another good match. You want to talk about this 7v10 clunker we got here?
Yeah, 7v10, Maniacal versus Beef Robber. That's going to be a great race. We got 2 of the top 16 commentating right now. Maniacal versus Beefy, though, are going to be another insane race. Did you race Beefy in the Swiss form, or is Beefy completely new opponent?
I don't know that I've ever had a race versus Beefy, and I'm super excited for the honor. I think it's going to be a good one, but I'm not stopping until I get to Cheaty Face. So I got to get through Beefy to get there. So
you have to get to a lot of people to get there. You're on the other side of the bracket, but
I'm on the other. Yeah, I know what it is. I was really thinking about sandbagging on the ship earlier to try and put my average down to get to that 8 seed, so I'd be able to get to Cheaty earlier. And then I thought, nah, I'm just gonna go through everyone and I'm gonna get Cheaty Face.
Yeah. And then the last one would be the 8th seed versus the 9th seed, which is SE versus Mario May.
That is right there with Rasu and Charles as one of the matches that is going to be the most hype matches.
I can't
think of two players more evenly matched than Essie and Mario Mayhem in this top 16. That's going to be a superb race. So hopefully everyone in the top 16 chooses to stay in and participate. Much to, unfortunately, Mello's punishment. But these matchups are super hype, and I really want to see them happen. So that's what we got looking forward to here. 8 really good matches on the slate, assuming everyone decides to go along with it.
Yeah, and I'm excited. It's going to be a really cool top 16. It's single elimination. So
winner go home.
Yeah, everyone's
well, crap.
That's not double elim. No, I am told it's single elimination brackets. So you got to bring your A game every single time. No second chances.
I sure am looking forward to my one outing then. Shoot.
Yeah, you could beat Cheaty Face. Cheaty Face, he's whatever, dude.
You say that after that entire long diatribe about how you're gonna face off against him later. Is that really what you want?
That was me. Fair,
that was maniacal. I mean, I am gonna face off against Cheaty when I beat Oshino, and I also beat, unfortunately. Oh no, I would have to beat. Yeah, I'm on the other side of the bracket, so I would have to beat the winner of Cross Product versus Nevdi. And if what Maniacal says is true, I'm gonna have to beat up Maniacal as well. So I mean,
I lifted 11 Pokemon yesterday.
You cannot lift 11 Pokemon. 10 Pokemon is the max, all right? That's the canon of Borlek. Sephi, you can't get on in this. Listen to Sephi. Like I said, I want the winner of this tournament race against Sephi. That's what I want. Exactly. Winner of the tournament races against Sephi. Beat him up as the prize for the tournament. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again today.
Oh man, but yeah, it's gonna be a high bracket. I want to see those. I want to see everyone sign up and get those predictions live because the challenge predictions are gonna be a bloodbath and they're gonna be hilarious. But yeah, anything else, Dark Kaiser or Crunchy, before we close it down?
I feel I said everything that I need to say.
Same.
All right, well, Kaiser, great showing this tournament. Really enjoyed getting to watch you play for 6 weeks and ending it with a sick PB. Huge congrats again, everyone. Go follow Dark Kaiser. Also go follow KrunchyLex. This won't be your last chance because you'll get to see KrunchyLex play against at least Cheaty Face, probably destroy Cheaty Face. I'll be sad that I won't get to play Cheaty Face in the tournament, but I respect it. So you'll have a lot of more chances to follow KrunchyLex, but do it now anyway. And this is going to be great. Get ready for these brackets; they're coming up. But I've been maniacal. I will let Borlax take this one to its conclusion. But thank you for having me with you all in commentary, Borlax. Really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
Hey, I mean, I'm the one who asked to be along with you. You signed up first. I wanted to also participate. It was a great race. It was a great send off to the Swiss format. 2 PBs. Congratulations to both of you once again. And honestly, just once again, thank you to Speed Gaming for being such a gracious host. Thank you for, like we said, the tournament organizers, Sephi, Mello, and then anyone else who has contributed in any way, shape, or form, whether you be even just a spectator or another entrant who's just always contributed. Like, it's just been extremely great for the Super Metroid community and for building up runners overall. So with that, we're going to be signing off on the Swiss format of the Prodigy tournament and for the night. And the next time you see a Prodigy tournament race, it's going to be in the top 16 single elimination. So we're going to see you during that mission, which is the next one. And have a good night, y'all.